back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. One of the things that Coach is worried about today is that they will be without their starting quarterback. Got hurt in the game last week, and so today their backup is going to get his first action of the season. Coach told me they want to make things easy for him early. They've talked to the other teammates. Everybody do your job. Make sure he can get comfortable with everyone around him so he can make some plays for us down the stretch. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quick give. It's Pringle. Brings into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a man. It's Nickel. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Lofton. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The screen, he can go. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
Here we go, ready. Red 18, red 18. Go, go.
Using his legs, it's Pringle. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Tight end now in motion. Push is ahead. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And it's blocked. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. He's past the sticks. At the 45 on his way. All kinds of room to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska! Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Sets his feet. It's nickel. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
On the return. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
Wide open on the right. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Bradley. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And you're seeing more of this in college football, man. Bringing on more and more tight ends, guys that are versatile pieces. And you see it right there, right? You can still throw the football. And now you got to match up with those guys and their big bodies. Nice throw down the field, nice catch. Nice job of using multiple tight end packages for this offense.
There he goes. Past the 6. He's piled up 76 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success, and he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. Defense has no idea how to stop him.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play fake. He uncorks one deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
Looking to throw, it's nickel. Finds his tight end. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. On the run, it's Payne. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Pulls it. Quick toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Back's got it on the screen. Turning it on. He's at the 40. Bust through behind his pad. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Dropping back, it's Nickel. They're all over him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Press center downs going to the air. Holds on. It's Hunter. Gets away from one. He's got space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Wants to throw one first. That's reeled in. It's Hunter. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Gonna look downfield again. Out wide right, it's Barney. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
The Huskers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Drops back on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Nickel. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese. And speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Going with the counter play here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. He's now up to 95 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Back to pass on second down. Fires it incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
On the move, it's Pringle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Looking downfield, it's Nickel. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Payne.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They give it back to him. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Payne. Breaks into the open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Using his legs, it's Payne. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield very late in the half. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Drops back. It's Nickel. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the home team in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Going deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Throws to the wideout. Left side is Barney. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
The Huskers have this offense rolling. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Working the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So an 82-yard drive there. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Nickel. Out wide left, it's Pringle. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's inside. It's Pringle. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Moving the pocket, it's Nickel. Throws for the tight end. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
They just keep firing. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Straight ahead, it's Payne. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Left side is Payne. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Powers inside. There he goes. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. His blocks. It's Payne. He's dropped.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Trying to squeak through the pile. Sweet cut there. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Barney. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Trying to get the corner. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They marched 72 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 27 sets a kickoff.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. He's got enough. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
It's too bad because this guy's had an incredible day statistically. Already over 100 yards rushing, but look on the scoreboard and you'd never know it. Their defense has not been able to do their part, and you just wonder if it's going to be enough handing off to this guy to get back in the game.
Running inside. It's Pringle. Turning it on. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Right side, it's Compton. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Running the red zone. It's Pringle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards. Another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second.
Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. To the air, it's Nickel. Setting up the screen. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Nebraska 35, Miami 19. Number 22 set to kick it off.
And he's going to try to return this one. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late, and you want to run the football, you want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. He wants to throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Still running at the 40. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They try to pop a run on the draw. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.